Hi, good afternoon. This is Jackie, my Apex Training. Thank you for joining us here on our weekly vlog. It is April 22nd, 2020, and it's rather warm here, as I normally would do this in the morning. And I told myself, well, I can do it tomorrow, I don't have to be at work till a certain time, which is my other job. And it's kind of interesting how our old thoughts and old habits talk us work so hard to discipline and attain and achieve. And so as we are still here at shelter in place for the 6 weeks, not that I'm keeping track or anything, but we can change the things right now. We don't have to wait till a better time or an opportunity or someone else's schedule to change. We can start changing it by the way we think of how we handle ourselves and our situations, an opportunity. I mean, days and weeks go by, and before you know it, maybe the end of the year, and you kind of like asking yourself, well, what happened? Don't be that person to ask that question. A lot of things can happen, we are truly the captain of our ship and a master of our fate. And so we start by having those thoughts of prosperity, of overcoming hardship, having a specific game plan. Write down your goals. You just can't think about them. You actually have to write them down. I wrote mine down. I've heard about it for years. Like, oh, it's in my head. It's like a password. If you don't use it for a while and look at it, you're not going to remember it. So when you write it down and say it out loud, there's a greater ownership on it. So take care of that. Not tomorrow, but right now. I had to, because I didn't want to waste any more time. Who has time to waste? 40 minutes in a day. You don't get them back. You can't buy someone else's time. Well, you might be able to. That's something we're going to talk about next week. But in the meantime, embrace the day. Make the best of it. This is not ideal for anyone. I know there are some states that are opening up soon. I think Monday, certain areas, Georgia, I think the whole state of Georgia and some other, maybe, I think there are 3 other states. And exercise good judgment. Just because someone says that you can and you have the option to, doesn't mean you should. It's like the best analogy I can have is like, sure, I have 300, 400 pounds in my, that I can load on the bar. I can rack it on there and try to squat it, but I don't think it's a good idea. Sure, I can go out, mingle with other people, go to the beach, disregard social distancing. I can do that, but I don't think it's a good idea. So use common sense. What's in the scheme of things, what's a few more weeks, really, when you have the rest of the year and the rest of your life? Okay, so on that note, thank you for listening to me. I wish you well and good health, and I'll see you guys next week. This is Jackie, my Apex Training. Thank you for joining us. Bye.